Five and a half furlongs, we're set for a start. And they're up. Excellent beginning for Rolling On, and he'll do just that, striding clear to a 3-length lead in a hurry. Rolling On to the top. My Red, White, and Blue is away in second. Rushing forward is Il Miracolo. He's now into third while hard ridden. Fourth is Thunder Echo ahead of Sir Daniel, and Breakout Star last a long way, half a mile from the finish. Rolling On is even money, and he lays the gauntlet to the rest of the field as he's opened a 7-length lead now. The opening quarter was robust, 22-1. Ridden into second is Il Miracolo alongside My Red, White, and Blue. Trying to run home from the back, Breakout Star, Thunder Echo just ahead of him. Sir Daniel is the trailer, and Rolling On is the leader. Rolling On hasn't seen a rival from the start. He's a quarter of a mile from the home, and he's on top by 7. Second is Il Miracolo with an inside lane. My Red, White, and Blue is next as they straighten for the drive. Now there's just an eighth of a mile to go, and Rolling On is still well clear. A bit green while second is Il Miracolo with My Red, White, and Blue and Thunder Echo next. But at even money, it's Rolling On indeed. Rolling On made short work of it here. He'll win by 5 in the end. Il Miracolo second, My Red, White, and Blue third, and Thunder Echo finish fourth. And they're off. Good start from the outside for El DeLeo and Mr. American. Silver and black rushing forward. Here's the favorite Legacy Isle sent through at the rail, and Legacy Isle now works to the lead. Silver and black together with Mr. American second and third. Prudencio comes away in fourth. Then it's El DeLeo with Kingfish Stevens toward the rail. Il Miracolo is toward the back of the group, and the trailer is Copper Master. They go to the half-mile point. The speed is on from Legacy Isle, who went 22-3 to the quarter, and now is half a mile from home and 3 on top. Silver and black is second. Mr. American is third. Toward the outside, Prudencio. At the rail, it's Catfish Stevens. Improving through traffic is Il Miracolo. He just went by El DeLeo, and Copper Master is still last. They're under the top of the stretch, and Legacy Isle threatens to turn some heads as he's now 5 to the good. From the outside, it's Prudencio. Il Miracolo trying to work home with El DeLeo on the outside. Kingfish Stevens is toward the rail. Mr. American off heels, and they're at the top of the stretch. Legacy Isle wheels for home on a 5-length lead. Prudencio is second. Il Miracolo on the outside with Catfish Stevens, and an eighth of a mile remains. Legacy Isle getting tired, but still well clear. He's done everything right. The money was on, and the money was right. Here's Legacy Isle in front. Legacy Isle by 4 in the end. Il Miracolo for second. Third was Prudencio. Closer fourth, either El DeLeo, Copper Master, and 118-1. They're in the gate. And they're off. Good start from Mr. Ripple at the inside. Il Miracolo was away cleanly enough, splitting horses as Dream Knight on to take over. Also into the top flight, Majestic Pharaoh, as they run out of the chute. It's Dream Knight, Mr. Ripple, and Majestic Pharaoh, the 3 quickest. Carolina Traffic joins them to make it 4 across the track. It's a length and a half back to the outside, and DePoli from between horses Copper Master. Il Miracolo is at the rail, and not keeping up early is Sir Daniel, last of the lot. The entire field up front is only separated by 3 lengths, and Sir Daniel gives them a 7-length start after that. Mr. Ripple has the lead, taken on inside by Majestic Pharaoh. These two kick on. From the far outside, that's DePoli trying to slide through at the rail. Il Miracolo. Reyes found an opening toward the rail and sends the second choice up to 5th. Competing to the spot, Carolina Traffic with Dream Knight dropping back a touch, and the trailer is Sir Daniel. 46-3 for a legitimate half mile as they round the far turn. Mr. Ripple and Majestic Pharaoh continue to tussle. DePoli now races into third at the rail. Il Miracolo up to the outside. Morrison's on the go with Dream Knight circling horses again. Dropping back is Copper Master, then it's Carolina Traffic and Sir Daniel as they run to the top of the stretch. Zayas getting serious on Mr. Ripple, who turns for home on top. Il Miracolo comes into the clear to try to track him down. From the outside, it's Dream Knight, but look at this leader kick away. Mr. Ripple called on when asked and now puts him away. Mr. Ripple running up the score with an eighth of a mile to go. Il Miracolo is clearly into second. The battles for minor placings is Sir Daniel closing a ton of ground from last, but the winner in impressive fashion, Mr. Ripple. did everything right and won by 6. Second, Il Miracolo, closer for third, either Sir Daniel or Dream Knight.
And the 2-year-olds are in the gate. And they're off and running. A pretty decent start, a level beginning, and they're all lined up across the track here. Early speed from the outside from Instinctual and Diamond Cool. Those two away quickly. Also now Triple Start comes on quickly to the outside, and Il Miracolo toward the inside joins the fray here as they line up across the track and battle for the early lead. And they are set to leave the chute and link up with the main track here, and it will be Il Miracolo with the early lead. Diamond Cool between horses running in second. Instinctual on the outside is third. A link back to the outside, Triple Start in a stalking position from fourth. And toward the inside, it's Cajun Occasion in fifth position, and Chacharero and Sir Daniel as they round the turn and make their way past the half-mile next. The quarter was 24 seconds flat. Il Miracolo leads away by 3 parts of a length. Diamond Cool turning up the pressure now from second. Instinctual right up there, 3 wide, coming after the leaders as well. After that half in 46 and 3. And it's 2 lengths back to the outside. Triple Start is coming on from fourth position, then Cajun Occasion. And we come back to the trailers in the field. Chacharero and way back to Sir Daniel. Coming toward the top of the stretch, the battle continues. Il Miracolo still has the lead on the inside, has turned back the challenge of Diamond Cool. Now Instinctual takes his turn on the outside and comes after the leader, but it's still Il Miracolo and Lionel Reyes with the lead on top by 2 lengths. Coming to mid-stretch, Il Miracolo. Instinctual still trying on the outside. Diamond Cool is back to third, then Triple Start. It's Il Miracolo. Il Miracolo to win it here. Very sharp here to win it by more than 3. Il Miracolo won it. Instinctual home second, Diamond Cool third, then Triple Start, and Cajun Occasion in 1:37 and 3.
And they're off. Veering in there at the start was number 1, Il Miracolo. It is Arctic Arrogance going out for the early lead, with the Prove Right sitting behind. In second on the outside is WNL, next in third. The 2-year-olds go around the clubhouse turn with Arctic Arrogance on top. WNL now moves into second, and Prove Right is next in third. Then comes Quick to Accuse, who's racing in fourth. Followed on the inside by Tuskegee Airman. Oh, checking there was number 5, Midnight Trouble, who got into some trouble there. It's almost 3 lengths back to Il Miracolo. The quarter in the slop in 24 and 1. Arctic Arrogance on the inside and WNL on the outside, and the 2 of them are heads apart as the field races up the backstretch. It is Arctic Arrogance narrowly. WNL is on the outside and in second. Prove Right is in between horses. Quick to Accuse on the outside. Now gaining some ground is Midnight Trouble. Down at the rail is Tuskegee Airman. And Il Miracolo is the trailer in seventh, the half mile in 48 seconds. Arctic Arrogance still the leader here. The lead is 3 parts of a length. WNL on the outside runs in second. It is Arctic Arrogance and WNL, and now they are heads apart for the lead. Tuskegee Airman down towards the rail, racing in third. And on the outside is Prove Right as the field comes for the top of the stretch. WNL on the outside of Arctic Arrogance. The 2 of them are right together as they head for home. 3 quarters in 1, 12 and 1. Tuskegee Airman is all out in third, but now 4 lengths from the lead as they come down for the 8th pole. Arctic Arrogance on the inside and WNL on the outside. The front 2 have separated themselves from the rest of the field. WNL on the outside narrowly. Arctic Arrogance continues to battle on. They come on for the finish, and it is WNL to win the Remsen by a long neck. Arctic Arrogance was second, and a big break back to Tuskegee Airman in third.
And they're off for the Mucho Macho Man. Squeezed back at the start was Flipperino. Quick break from General Jim, who's ridden hard for some forward position. Out the rail, Legacy Isle is on the go, and Jaramillo's going to put Legacy Isle on the engine as they run out of the chute. Dreaming of Kona comes away in second with Eyes on the King in third. Laver is fourth from General Jim fifth. They're rolling early. Il Miracolo is down toward the inside for Jose Ortiz. On the far outside, it's Flipperino. Lord Miles well off the speed today, racing together with Wine Empire and Baby Billy. And the early trailer is Mr. Bob. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter. Legacy Isle going as fast as he can for as far as he can. He's in front by 3. Dreaming of Kona second, at the rail General Jim third. Labor is fourth, moving up to take fifth is Il Miracolo. Dropping back tamely, his eyes on the king, passed outside by Lord Miles as they round the far turn. Mr. Bob is underway from last with about 8 lengths to make up. Out the back now are Flipperino and Wine Empire. The half mile was 45 and 1. And up front, Legacy Isle shoulders the load. He's at the 5/16, a length and a half in front. Saya is getting ready to angle on the favorite General Jim. He's in position second. Dreaming of Kona is back to third, then Labor and Il Miracolo. Lord Miles and Mr. Bob are next, and they're at the top of the stretch. Legacy Isle turns for home on top. Spieth wouldn't let Sayas out on General Jim. He's trying to muscle into the clear. 1/8 of a mile to go. Jaramillo trying to get one more furlong from Legacy Isle. He's still in front. Dreaming of Kona's dead game and surging to him. Dreaming of Kona tries to reach Legacy Isle. Legacy Isle digs in to win it. Legacy Isle and the Mucho Macho Man over a very game Dreaming of Kona. He's in a place photo with Lord Miles. Unlucky late General Jim. He never got out. 137 and 2. And they're off in the Holy Bull. Beautiful start for the favorite Cyclone Mischief, but he wants no part of the early lead as West Coast Cowboy shoots forward toward the rail. Mr. Bob, he's up to challenge, and Mr. Bob lands a narrow advantage in the run to the first turn. West Coast Cowboy is there second from between horses. Cyclone Mischief is in tight. Legacy Isle works on his outside. Rocket Can is on the far outside, then Lord Miles. From between horses, Il Miracolo, and lagging behind last is Shadow Dragon. The quarter time was 23 and 4. It's a reasonable pace. Putting up the numbers, Joel Rosario and Mr. Bob in front by a length. Legacy Isle second, West Coast Cowboy third. Rocket Can is on the far outside, and in between horses, Cyclone Mischief. Back from there, it's Il Miracolo ahead of Lord Miles, patiently ridden while second last, and the trailer is Shadow Dragon. They make their way to the first finish line in the 2023 Holy Bull Stakes. Mr. Bob the target through a 48 and 4 half mile. Legacy Isle latched onto in second. West Coast Cowboy is at the rail third. Rocket Can is in the clear for Alvarado. He's only 2 lengths behind. Cyclone Mischief patiently handled by Gaffleon between horses. Then it's Lord Miles and Il Miracolo. Still at the back is Shadow Dragon. They round the far turn. The pace picks up and Legacy Isle shoves the neck on top. In tight, West Coast Cowboy from the back. Shadow Dragon is underway. Rocket Can let go in the red colors as they run to the top of the stretch. It's Rocket Can who comes away with the lead. Toward the outside, Shadow Dragon with an upset threat. Cyclone Mischief needs to do better than that. Legacy Isle is next, and they're at the top of the stretch. Rocket Can tries to finish it up. Shadow Dragon takes aim. 16th to go. It's Rocket Can responding on the outside, and Shadow Dragon. They come to the finish. It's Belmont. It's Junior Alvarado again. It's Rocket Can to win the Holy Bull by a length in the end. Second was Shadow Dragon, who fired a huge shot. He completes the Mod Exacta. Third is West Coast Cowboy in 144 and 4.
The call on the Fountain of Youth.
They're off in the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Forte was away cleanly enough, but Cyclone Mischief was first to begin, and he's ridden for the early lead. Up on the outside, Dangerous Ride has the same idea, so the outside 2 horses cross over and lead the way. Legacy Isle, meanwhile, angles off the inside, and Forte slides through at his inside. Rocket Can is next, and Mage is wide on the course. Il Miracolo is headstrong while third last. Second last, Blazing Sevens. The early trailer is Shadow Dragon. They make their way by an opening quarter, 24 seconds flat. Cyclone Mischief has the lead, and he has the rail. He leads by a length. Over long shot, racing second is Dangerous Ride. Out deep on the course in Mage. 3 wide, Rocket Can. Perfectly spotted early is Forte. The Breeders' Cup champion is only 3 lengths off the lead with Legacy Isle on his outside. These top flight horses have gone 5 ahead of Shadow Dragon, then Blazing Sevens, and Il Miracolo. Half a mile to go. They go to the first finish line in the 2023 Fountain of Youth Stakes. They went 47 and 3 for a half mile. Cyclone Mischief, he's been in front from the outset, and he still has the lead. Rocket Can starts to make a bid second. 3 wide, Mage is third. Iran Ortiz Jr. has strong hold of Forte. He looks ready to roll, just needs some open racetrack. Dangerous Ride calls it an afternoon, then Legacy Isle as they run to the top of the stretch. Iran decides to swing out, and Forte is on the go now. Cyclone Mischief fights to hold it. From between horses, it's Rocket Can. Mage is 3 wide, but a big presence 4 wide in the form of Forte. 4 across the course as they straighten for home. Out in the center, Forte tries to overhaul Cyclone Mischief, who's very game, but Forte's very good. As
As a 3-year-old, he debuts with an easy victory in the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Here's your 2-year-old champion. Here's Forte, gear down. Rocket Can second, Cyclone Mischief third, Mage ran well, he was fourth. Shadow Dragon to complete your high five in 143 flat.
They're in the gate. Forte tosses his head around, settles in. And they're off in the Curlin Florida Derby. It was an excellent beginning for Forte. He'll be able to duck over some from his outside draw. Meanwhile, West Coast Cowboy firing through at the inside to take the early lead. Fort Bragg got over quickly, and he's on to take over now. Fort Bragg from the 10 post to the rail and on top a length and a half. Mr. Peaks is now second with West Coast Cowboy in third. Young Frau between horses, Mr. Ripple is next. Cyclone Mischief is stacked 4 wide, 5 wide, WNL. And that's a length and a half to Il Miracolo, Irad Ortiz Jr. and Forte. They're toward the back of the field while 3 wide. Shaq Diesel is next, then Nautical Star. And Mage is last of all as they complete the opening quarter in 23 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. Jockey Joel Rosario and Fort Bragg on top by 2.5. Mr. Peaks is second. Mr. Ripple is third. West Coast Cowboy is down toward the inside. Working out in the center is Cyclone Mischief. Then it's Young Frau, Forte. So I'm going to get a bit closer now. He's about 6 lengths off the speed through a 46 3/2 mile. Strong fractions being put up by Fort Bragg. He heads into the far turn on top by 2. Mr. Peaks is second. Mr. Ripple is third. Up on the outside, it's Forte. He's starting to get to work now. He's about 8 lengths off this loose leader with 5/16 remaining. Fort Bragg tries to sneak away. He has the lead by 2.5. Mr. Ripple, he's now second. Cyclone Mischief moves up on the outside third. Forte's locked in as Mage begins to roll from the back. They race past the quarter-mile pole in the Florida Derby, and Mage got the jump on Forte as he goes to get Fort Bragg. Cyclone Mischief is fighting hard. He's still right there. Less than a quarter of a mile to come, and Cyclone Mischief, he's up for a fight and tries to turn away Mage. Forte better hurry up. Final 16th of a mile. Forte starts to gather in the top horses. Here comes Forte. This is going to be very close, but the champion prevails. Forte wins over Mage. Mage was second. Third, Cyclone Mischief. Then Mr. Ripple, Fort Bragg for the high five. He gave you a scare, but he got it done. On to Louisville for Forte.
Well, it goes.
They're in the gate. And they're off. QVA was away quickly enough. Il Miracolo moving throughout the rail. Out in the center, Big Data won't be far away. Run, Corey, run. Ridden for forward position. He's on the far outside. The early trailer is Centro Delantero. They make their way out of the chute. Il Miracolo clicks as the favorite, and he's now in front for QVA, who's now racing second, a neck off the speed. Two back to Run, Corey, Run, who's together with Big Data, and Centro Delantero is at the back of the field. 23 and 4 for the opening quarter, and Il Miracolo and Vanessa's clear now. They're off the lead by 4. QVA is there second. Big Data's out in the center, farther out at Run, Corey, Run, and Centro Delantero is at the back of the group as Il Miracolo going quickly. Il Miracolo to the half-mile point, leads by 3 lengths as Big Data tries to chip into the margin second. QVA is all in. He's not responding at all. Run, Corey, Run is up and by him, and the trailer is Centro Delantero as they round the far turn. 46 and 1 for a picked-up half-mile speed, and Vanessa is trying to win it early on Il Miracolo. He leads by a length and a half. Jaramillo hard at work on Big Data, but he is making a bit of ground. These two now have 5 or 6 lengths on Run, Corey, Run together with QVA as they race past the quarter-mile pole. Il Miracolo still has the lead through 3 quarters and 11 and 2. Big Data right alongside the leader in second. These two 3/16 from home. Running home from the back is Centro Delantero. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Il Miracolo trying to gut it out. Big Data with every opportunity on the outside. Il Miracolo digging deep. Big Data's not getting by. Il Miracolo finds another gear and he'll win it by a length and a half in the end. Big Data was second. Centro Delantero was up for third. Then QVA and Run, Corey, Run in 137 and 4.